Hi, this is Just Saying. Bam. I hope that you're having a nice morning. It's 5:17 here in Los Angeles. I get up real early, but I go to bed real early. I had a lot of work to do. I'm doing some legal stuff, paperwork, and I'm just trying to get it up. Anyway, when I woke up, I was looking at News Now. I don't even know why I look at it, because the reason why I started doing these little webcams and videos about how I felt about that president being president, and I voted for him, but some of the things that he was doing and how he said it. See, I used to live with a lot of black people like that. I know you don't believe me, but I don't think that getting a higher education is making you a better person. You might get somebody that hasn't even been to colleges, although they would have to fight those civil rights and all the old people that are fighting for nothing. On News Now, I just have to stop listening to them. They are just so repetitive. And they're actually still talking about the Republican and Democrats. I'm not talking about that. I'm not even thinking about that. What I was really concerned about on his show, he showed pictures about some kids getting jacked at the ATM machine, or a little boy. Their approach immediately is to choke you and hurt you. That's not policing. And you know what I felt? And I'm going to be honest with you. I hope that the police don't come to my apartment. They surveillance my YouTubes, but you know, the thing is, I'm really hoping that my first reaction was, we're gonna have to go to war. There's no more of that stuff that they're talking on News Now, please. And that Melissa Perry is ridiculous. Her show is not, that's not really her show. That's the guy, she introduced him. He's a white guy. So you could tell by her shows too. And they have all the intelligent teachers and professors around in the circle. And they need to get some normal people that are being affected, for one. If you're going to have a panel, get the people that are affected by this. Those other Democrats, Republicans that you bring on there, none of that means anything. Can't you see that stuff is over? Can you see that? Nobody's going to listen to no more Obamas. Hopefully there'll be no children coming up presenting themselves to the government in any helping their people is first. That's the rule of the game. And he would have done a lot of help for America if he had done that. But he didn't do it. He didn't do nothing. He stayed so far away from controversy and racism. And now him and his wife have done, what, 1 or 2 speeches in 6 years? They're disgusting. I'm so sorry. I am so tired of that educating point, because it never did any good. Anybody been around, I've looked, listened, never has done any good. So looking at those new shows, he needs to be replaced, and Melissa Perry needs to be replaced. We need to get Black Lives Matter on the air every day talking, and I don't think they want anybody to. They're very smart. Because if you wanted to crucify somebody, or assassinate, or try to snatch up or cause problems in their families, that's what they do. You don't know who to hit. That's why we need to eliminate these leaders. All the old stuff, we need to take it, ball it up, and throw it away. But I'm done. After seeing his thing and seeing those little boys being jacked at the ATM, I said it's going to be war. Let me remind those, when I say war, yes, and you will lose. You think it's because it's police and a lot of these people are putting guns in their gun cabinet for that day. And it's here. When I saw that, it's something inside of me. I will never be a Republican or Democrat ever again. I'm not with listening about what Hillary is saying. She's just talking because she's running. I don't know. But for some reason, Hillary is not hitting me really good. So I don't listen to any of their speeches, debates, none of it. I'm done. I'm done. And I think all the bull crap is done too. But let me remind you of the massacre in Haiti. Not the massacre, but they just, it was a massacre. Because the people, the French, as they tried to dominate all of the islands, they tried to own all the property and everything. That's the story in Christiansted, Virgin Islands. That's what I got. The Kennedys owned half of a whole cliff, and all of this. They owned, people owned the French. The French started a whole bunch of mess in Africa. And then the Africans are taking over. They're killing each other. They are ridiculous. I mean, I'm really not really liking somebody. One of my favorite actors, I'll come back to this. His name is John Dumello. And he's one of my favorite. But when he did that big speech about Gwynny, and I said, oh no, and that he was supportive of Gwynny, I have let down on him a little bit. Because I know he knows what that man does. He's a thief and he's a killer. And he took over Gwynny. The family. I don't know how we allow ourselves to be taken over. I don't understand that, because that man, their family is no different from any other family in Africa. How did they take over? But going back to the French wanted to take over everything. Europe, I'm really shocked. Little itty bitty Europe. Europe is a hat above Africa. And that little country has taken over everything. And I think it's because they hurt people. They're very, they have done some horrible things to people. Horrible. And I'm adding in the Indian. Okay, I really am. But French, what happened that day, and I'm going to repeat myself, that Haiti was, the French came on those boats, went to Haiti, and were getting off the boat. This is how I pictured. I've heard the story so many times when I was younger. My family, they acted like Lucinda. She's my great-great-grandmother, which is Haitian. That she didn't even exist. And I am going to do everything and center everything. My DNA testing and all that stuff is going to be centered around her in Louisiana. That's where she ended up. A lot of Haitians ended up there. But let me go back. I keep getting away from it. When I say that it's wartime now, all the things that you all wanted to do is over. It's not going to happen. And the spiritual war is about to begin. And guess what? You can't fight the spirit. You ain't that bad. You will never be that high. You never thought about that when you were taking over everybody. Indians, blacks, Mexican. You're just trying to run the world. You want to own the world. You did not think about the spirit. But you should look in the history. And this is one particular one you need to focus on. Because this war that we got going on, you killing our kids, and then they stop 2 elderly people, now you done gone too far. That's how I felt at that particular time. And at that particular time, I didn't even care about my own life. I didn't even care about my own life at that particular time. I don't give a dang about Obama. He's a big mistake, but so are so many black ones. I was a singer. She's in Europe, and she could have, not one time, she trained singers. Not one time are all the struggle and those friends of hers that talked behind my back, they taught me about people like Obama. My own relative. So I know. But let me get back to the point. The spiritual war. Those people walked off of that boat and began to die. And so did the blacks that helped them. Blacks, Asians, I don't care, whoever helped and were helping these people to try to take over Haiti. Now Haiti may be run down. They did steal a lot of money from Haiti. That's why I don't give to organizations. Not even $1. I don't give it to them because they are all taking it. Somebody took, that was a mastermind. Ooh, Haiti. What was that? An earthquake. Oh my God. Money time. They gave them nothing and took all the money. Okay. Those are people that need to leave that island. Because that island is known for you to die if you are against it. And it will never be conquered. Now, in America, you're killing our kids. And then stopping and now bullying elderly black people. That's where you're going to stop. So, as you can see, we don't have guns. I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. Who needs a gun? The spiritual, from my spiritual realm, and not my family's, but my spiritual realm. In my spiritual realm, there is good and there is bad. There is a time for everything. You know, there's a time to love, 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 love. I just love, love, love. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love, love, love. There's a time for that. And then there's a time to, like what I did this morning. I don't even care about my own life. I don't care. This has got to stop. It's got to stop. I think these people are scared of black men. Hip-hop scared him. Tupac, I believe they killed him. They say he's still living, so they probably injured him or whatever. What was that? Biggie Smalls. I think it started way back then when hip-hop first started. They started killing him. They're talking about EZ about his condition with AIDS. How did he get that? That's what he says. Then they say that this Suge Knight put something in his drink. They've been blaming everything on Suge Knight. But it could have been his manager that gave him that big contract that slipped something. You got to be careful. Because these people do not want black people here. And you know, if they only knew how much I don't like America. I don't. I denounce you. Because there is no end to a never end of your end. So the Spirit is going to have to do it. Most of you people in these churches don't even know what the Spirit is. Those French people that fell, and all the blacks and Hispanics that were with them to destroy Haiti, died. That spirit is not Illuminati. Illuminati is something that, and I'm just going to be out forward with this, white people put together because they've seen our magic. They've seen what our spirit can do. So they copied it. They're running around with black hoods and black on with a candle. They're doing stuff like that to copy us. Haitian. The Haitian, the voodoo, the African religion, all of that stuff is more powerful. We have the power. And the power is ready to work. You know what help we have? We don't need Congress. We don't need those bills, because those bills ain't, y'all need to shut up. That Roland Marlin show, that News Now, just shut up. Because that's the same crap y'all been talking, and the people before you, and the people before you, and the people before you. It just sounds stupid now. There's nothing to it anymore. And you know what I don't like is the fact that most of you shut out Minister Farrakhan, which is the main person right now that is speaking like he's got some sense. He's been saying it for a long time. But the time, like I, as a spiritual prophetess, I will tell you, it is over. And those of you that think that you're going to kill our children and continue to do it, and the older people and our elders, it triggers it. And there's people with powerful spiritual powers. They said that the bones shook when this Obama got in. The bones didn't tell y'all that man was a pack of poo-poo. It did not. Because he's doing what he is. And he did nothing for his own people. There is no way I could have all that power. Just saying, I did 250 videos. I'm not playing. I wanted to be heard more. That's why I love social media. Somebody said, why don't you go on the news or do the news? Somebody said that. It was a smart aleck thing. It was from a family member, and it was a very smart aleck, remark. And I said, because social media gives me a lot more power, let's look at the purpose. Somebody says, what is your purpose? Are you real? You listen, and then you're going to call me on my phone and ask me, what is the purpose? I thought to myself, but didn't you listen to it? Then it motivated you enough to call me on my phone to ask me that particular question. So then I think you could tell me the purpose, or just get off the boat. Get away from me. Illuminati is nothing, has nothing on the real spirit that moves. They don't have our magic. They never did. The Indian did not give up theirs either. But what I admire about the Indian is that they did not give up their religion. They didn't give up a whole lot of stuff. That's how dear it is to them. But these black people, the Africans, Christian? And it's all over Africa, to the point where it just spoils my idea of wanting to go. Because I don't want to get caught up at somebody's house for dinner or something, and then they roll that God crap on me. Their view of God. I am not into your Christian religion. You can have that. Take it if you want to keep it. Keep it. But I'm not into it. My little cousin is being forced into some spiritual stuff she doesn't need. The Christian. She's being forced. Well, look, it gives you fellowship. It's not you. So don't do it. That Christian religion came with slavery. That's not your religion. At that march, that's the only thing I was worried about. Seeing preachers. I was not going to sit up there and listen to any of those preachers. Minister Farrakhan, if I were to be in any religion, it would be Islam. But they wouldn't want me because I'm too outspoken, and I'm going to be that way. And I'm into the spirit, for real too. I can't get into anything structured like that. If I'm going to get into something structured, I'll get into something that's going to make you drop like flies. Those things are more important to me. People say, are you a voodoo person? I don't know. Are you? There's so many bones in the grave that says blue-eyed devil, blue-eyed devil. A blue-eyed devil messed with me yesterday. He was a police, and I wasn't in the mood. So I said, oh shit, now I'm going to get killed. Because I'm willing to give my life. And when people get like that, you're in trouble. And black people are warriors. You know, the ones that are like Obama, they're probably going to be dropped with the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? They get to the education and they are not. I don't know what. I was listening to those people on News Now, and I said, well, no wonder we're in trouble. Have you ever done that? Listen to some of these black news shows? No wonder we are in trouble. No wonder. What are we going to do? Follow people like that? He is rolling my way. You know what? I have nothing in common with those people. He's a religious. He's a alpha, and so that group of people right there is what you don't want. All right, like I told you, I have people in my family talking about me to their friends because me and my brother were our parents were gone. I forgot orphans. I was an orphan. And so we really didn't have anything. No roots, no nothing. It was just, I have roots. I found out my roots. It was very interesting to me. But, yeah, I just want to say this before I go. I was very angry to see the kids being jacked at the ATM. That did it for me. I am prepared for whatever the Spirit needs me to do. Because I know, and I want to leave you with this. Those that really care, those people that are really real, and the Spirit can find those. Those people are going to make it to the top. As your King said, I've seen the mountaintop. I do not like that. I didn't like the speech. I am so sorry. Minister Farrakhan said, listen to some of his speeches 2 years before his death. And I lost respect for civil rights. I am so tired of going back. But it does show us that we've been doing this for a long time. And for some people that, like that panel on News Now, does that matter? Nah. Everything they were saying was just bogus. Everything. Has been said about 1 billion, million, trillion times. And as Minister Farrakhan, I'm going to leave you with this. As he said, it's time. We're not going to do another 1,000, a million years. We're not going to see our children dead. And hip-hop is going to be alive forever. And I will always honor the chocolate black men and their power. Even no matter what. You can't lock them up. You can't lock a black man up. And I just so happen, people say, oh, you're prejudiced. I only do black. Sorry. I don't do other races for dating. And I wouldn't have never made it with anybody. My son is dark and he's beautiful. He's the most beautiful thing. When he was little, I said, oh, he's such a beautiful chocolate baby. Oh, he was the most gorgeous chocolate little baby I've ever seen in my life. And his father is a black man. I'm not going to help that grow. Although I think mixed marriages might help the situation a little bit right now. But we don't have time for that. Our children are dying. And now they're stopping our elders. And we have got to stop this. It's time. Like Minister Farrakhan said. It's time now. There's no more playing. Watch what I said. It's true. So y'all need to stop messing with other people. See, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say this real quick. This is going to be an hour webcam. I'm going to say this. Black people are not the only uncomfortable group of people in this America. You know, where would you rather be? Even though it's all messed up now and black people are killing black people, it's just they done lost total control over a wonderful continent of Africa. It's just totally gone. It's out of, when we have this man over here in Malibu doing what he's doing, when I saw that, I said, and brought his ass over here spending his money. He spends the people's money in Gwinnett. He takes all their money. He kills them. He's murdered a lot of people. And he's African. He's a disgust to, it's not whether that's the case where he's black, doesn't matter. He's a human being that is the most disgusting thing that you ever want to see. And let me, Portia Williams, she's one of these girls on Housewives or something. She was dating a guy in Africa, remember? And he was married, remember? Think back. That's the guy I'm talking about. I found that out. Portia was dating him. I could never date somebody that has killed and robbed a country of black people. I'm just sorry, but we don't have pride, but I have it. My name is Cypress, and I have it, and I'm proud of it. And all the relatives that disagree with me stepped. Get out. None of those people, I haven't seen them in a long time, but none of those people are in my corner. They're relatives. I can't trust them as far as I can spit. They're still hollering, we shall overcome. You still doing that? Take that down. We're not doing that no more. Hip-hop is alive, and it's going to be alive. And you know what? If it's so bad, why are all the white kids trying to do hip-hop? Dressing hip-hop. Looking hip-hop. All of that came from the little black kids. I'm 54 years old. I saw that. Everything that we do is just copied. But then they turn around and beat our kids down to the ground at an ATM machine. We have no respect here. And we definitely wouldn't have any in Africa. Africa is totally, how a little bitty country can come down and take over a whole big ass country. You know why? Because you did not fight. Everything is not love, 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 love. Oh God, 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 God. Love, 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 love. I don't know where are you looking? Up, where is the love, love, love? You're looking up? It's not up there. I'm so sorry. It's within. And if you cannot find it within, and within will tell you, they hit you, hit them back. That's all I have to say, because it's going to be an hour webcam. Everybody have a good day. I got a real busy day today. I got to go see attorneys about a book. Some stuff I'm trying to get safety netted, because I don't want nobody else to have it. So I'm still writing, and I'm still moving it. I have something else to do. So I got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of paperwork to fill out. I'm still doing my thing. And none of you gonna stop me. And guess what? I still disrespect Obama. And that Holder damnation. Obama nation. Obama nation, Holder damnation. That'll show you what education will do for you. I had educated relatives till this day that I cannot understand that aunt of mine. But she is not my favorite. Not at all. And her friends, I wish I could get a hold to them. I did go up to San Francisco to see one. She didn't show up. She didn't call me back. And the reason why she didn't, because she was going to have to, I was going to tell her off. You know nothing about me. And you have talked about me like a dog. And then y'all turn around and talk about Jesus and the Baptist church or whatever the heck you into. Can't stand them. Let me move on. Have a good day, okay? It's an hour webcam. Warning. It's time. Can't get out of this. The Spirit will not let you. You must pay for this. Okay? And all my ancestors. In the name of all of my ancestors, you must pay. You must pay for every black face that had to hang on a tree. Looking around, looking at people partying and stuff over his beat up body. And then somebody comes and throws gasoline on his body and set it afire. And the person that's hanging actually smelled their burning flesh and the pain. Looking at all of that, I'm in pain. And these people are partying, having a good time, whores, sex, all of that, all around. And they really hung him just to see if his dick got hard. They used my ancestors for that. They used my ancestors, and they are called the Blue-Eyed Devil. You took my great-great-grandmother and raped her and left her in the fields. That's the story in Kentucky. There's a story in Tennessee. There's a story in Haiti. There's a story in New Orleans. In my own one-person family, my orphan butt had all the ancestors that experienced that cruelty in this country. And no one has ever said, I'm sorry. But now, it's time. No, every white person is not like this. I'm going to tell you because I know my landlord is one of them. Just some extra beautiful white people that felt my spirit at the time that I really needed. There's one good white people, but remember, the Blue-Eyed Devil. I do not make a mistake. You must pay for what you've done. And the bones, the women that run from plantations, taking all their children to freedom. And they go, and here comes the master to take her children. And this is what you black people didn't understand with Beloved. And took her children and sent them to the other side, which tells you something about our spirituality and what we believed in wholeheartedly. Because in that movie, Seth, her mother, the first from Africa, they hung her. So she was sending her children for safety, killing them. Mentally demented, my people. You will pay. And now is the time. I love my Mexican, Indian. I love my white sisters and brothers, my Asians that are really for real people. I love you. But I don't do love, 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 love. That's one side. The other side is that you gotta pay. The people, and they're called Blue-Eyed Devils. Remember it. They're gonna pay. Let them keep on going. And it's gonna bust wide open. The things you did to my children. What did you do to Emmett Till? You know, you went in his house to get him out, drug him and beat him to non-recognition and killed that child. It is not forgiven. No education, no Democrat, no Republic could ever cure that. But the Spirit is going to take care of it. It's time now. It's time.